Hey everybody, Simistickless here again to talk to you about what I bought, what I watched today. And as you can hear, I still have barely any voice. So, 2 titles bought today and 2 titles watched. Let's get right down to it. Today, one of my friends sent me a text message letting me know that her library was having a sale on some DVDs and some VHS tapes, so of course I had to go check it out. Unfortunately, once I showed up, there wasn't much there. They only had a couple VHS tapes, none I was really interested in, or titles that I already had. And as far as DVD goes, they only had 3 National Geographic titles, and one of those titles was scratched, but I did grab 2. The first one I picked up here was Relentless Elements, and the second one I picked up was In Search of the Jaguar. These look great. I love National Geographic titles. They were only $1 a piece. I had to grab them. So that's it for what I bought today, so now that's what I watched. And today I checked out True Grit. This was fantastic. And before I get into it, let me just say, no, I have not seen the original, but I definitely look forward to seeing that one of these days. But I love this. This was great. You know, I gotta say, as far as the story goes, it wasn't anything over and beyond. The story was just sort of mediocre. I didn't think it was anything all that great. Just a girl just in search of like retribution against her father's killer. That's basically it. Just, you know, kind of a revenge story. And it was good, but I didn't think the story was anything great. But what makes up for the, you know, the mediocre story is how it's written, how it's directed. I mean, it's a Coen Brothers movie. That's always great. The acting is phenomenal. It just, you know, all that stuff just makes for a really good movie. So I'm sure we've all heard about how good this movie is. I went into it hearing about how great it was. I remember when this first came out, everybody was talking about this movie. So when I saw it, I agreed. It was definitely great. But like I said, the story wasn't anything special. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a good story. I'm not saying the story's bad at all. It was definitely a good story, but I wouldn't say it was anything above and beyond. It didn't, like, blow me away. But it was the acting and the directing and just, you know, how the story was written and told and everything like that that made for a good story. So I would definitely recommend this if you're into Coen Brothers and if you're into Westerns. It's definitely worth checking out. One weird thing about the cover I noticed here, I forget her name, Haley Steinfeld, I guess her name is. As you can see, she doesn't get top billing here. It's Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, and Josh Brolin here who get the top billing. But the weird thing is that Haley right here, it's her movie. Like, the whole movie's just all her movie. And then Josh Brolin here, he's only in the movie for, I mean, 5 minutes maybe. I mean, the whole movie they're trying to capture him, they're after him, they're hunting him down. But they don't show him much. He's in, like, the last few minutes of the movie. That's it. He gets maybe, like, 5 minutes of screen time. And yet, he gets top billing. So I found that kind of weird. But it's a good movie. I would definitely recommend it. There's not too much I can say about it. Because, like I said, the plot, it's just a pretty simple revenge story. But it is really well done. And I would definitely recommend checking this one out. Again, if you're in the Coen Brothers, you're into Westerns, or you just want to watch a really good story just in general, definitely check this one out. And the last title I watched tonight was Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde on Laserdisc. This was great. It's pretty cheesy, pretty goofy. It's just mid-90s cheese. This is from 1995. Really simple story. This is a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde story. Tim Daly here. He ends up inheriting, I believe it is his great uncle or something like that, ends up inheriting his, he has notebooks on, like, science, because apparently his uncle was a scientist. And it turns out he was actually Dr. Jekyll and actually created Mr. Hyde. And so Tim Daly gets in his head that he's going to just basically recreate the experiment, only fix it where Mr. Hyde isn't, like, crazy, he's manageable. So he ups estrogen levels and ends up screwing the experiment up and ends up turning himself into Sean Young here. Which, you know, it's amusing, just him going back and forth between turning into a man and a woman, all the craziness that causes within his job and within his life and within his love life. And, of course, you know, Sean Young's character, she is a bit evil, so that's cool. They didn't take that away. They still kept her, you know, they kept the Mr. Hyde character, an evil character. So it's a good movie. It's nothing special. I'm not going to get really into this movie. It's nothing, it's just a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde story from the mid-90s, but this time involving a man turning into a woman. It's amusing. I wouldn't really say it's necessarily anything funny, but if you like 90s cheese, you're definitely going to check this one out. I really enjoyed it. I've never actually seen this movie, but while watching it, I realized that I really remembered the ads for this when it was on TV, because there were scenes throughout this movie that I was like, I totally remember that being on the trailer. So I do remember seeing the trailers for this playing a lot when this movie first came out when I was a kid. So again, I would recommend it if you're into 90s cheese. Otherwise, it's really nothing special, nothing you necessarily need to see. But if you're a fan of 90s cheese like I am, it's definitely worth checking out. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Keeping this pretty quick. As you can hear, I have no voice. Every day for the past few days, my voice is getting worse and worse. So I'm really hoping I keep my voice. I'm really hoping that I don't wake up tomorrow with no voice at all. It's not good. It's definitely going away. So that is not good. If it does go away, I don't know. Maybe I'll just hold up some cue cards or something for my next Bought & Watch video. I'll figure something out. But hopefully it at least stays where it is and doesn't get any worse than this, because it's getting pretty bad. But anyway, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.